Hello and welcome to the Winning Lawyers podcast. Today I had the pleasure of interviewing Ariana Costa from Portugal. We share a lot of interesting insights. I hope you will enjoy this conversation. Let me know what you think and welcome again on the Winning Lawyer podcast. The first thing that I always ask is how did you start and why you decided this career?
Okay. I remember being a little girl and saying to my mother and father that I want to be a lawyer. So this is a dream from several years ago, and I decided to stay in this area because I really love helping people and I love the law. So I started going to university, and then I started in some law offices, and I stayed there. I changed. Uh, uh, and then I stayed for 13 years with the same law office. And then I decided, oh no, this is not the way that I want to end my career. So I want to start my own project.
It was
And this is I am now.
it was almost a marriage, let's say.
I'm sorry?
It was almost a marriage, no? 30 years.
Yeah. It was almost a marriage. Yeah. But I divorced it.
Okay. It's fine. Things change in life, no?
Yeah.
Good. And but were some member of your family already doing this or
No, they are not. And that is something that is a difficulty in our profession. If we at this age, if we don't have a family that already has someone being a lawyer, it's a little bit difficult to start and to make a name of ourselves. But it's not impossible, and I'm since I started my project, it's going pretty well. So I think it's like changing our perspective and believing that we can do it, and then we can. But no, I don't have anyone in my family.
okay. But you were a kid and you decided that you wanted to be a lawyer. Just that's
Yeah, I really don't know why I started thinking like this, but my mother is always said to me, "No, since you were a little girl, you said you want to be a lawyer." But
yeah,
I know
so
why. Did I ever said why? No, I didn't. You just said you want to be a lawyer.
or you saw something on TV or I don't know. Just
Probably. I don't know. But I'm really happy with this profession. I don't see myself doing something different, really.
right. It's cool to love what you do for sure.
Yes.
Very
Uh,
yeah.
someone told me before, if we work with what we love, we won't have to work a day in our life.
Yes.
And I don't think this is quite right, but it's easier.
What are some things that you maybe you don't like about your job right now? Because maybe in a profession there are maybe it's your dream job, okay, but
Yeah.
there are some things that you don't like for sure.
Yeah, it's not perfect because for example, going to court, I love going to court, but courts sometimes they get delayed. I don't like delays. Some clients are um, are are a little bit annoying. um, because I think this is some clients think that they can always reach out,
Mm,
that the lawyer is always on the job. So we don't have time for family. We are always, always a lawyer. And then they think they can ask anything at any time.
mm,
And this is so we have to get boundaries and to inform them no, I'm at my family time, so I will get back to you first thing in the morning, or as soon as possible. This is some things I don't like
Mm.
about this.
Is it your biggest challenge right now, or something you're still dealing with?
Yes, it's I think it's my biggest challenge, because it's really hard to establish boundaries with people, because we have I like my clients. I want them to stay my clients. And if I have to say things nicely, because if I'm not nice, they, oh, what a rude lawyer. No, I don't want
Yeah.
to be your client anymore. Um, but it's difficult. It's difficult to set boundaries, and I really like my job, so it's really hard for me when I get a message, for example, asking something really quick. It's quick for me because I know the answer and I can give it, but I have to think and get back to me, and no, this is not work time. I
Yeah.
need to to inform that is my family time. And it's really hard because sometimes people don't understand this.
Yeah, even because a lot of small things maybe can become 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. How was your first time in court? You remember?
Yes, I was with an older lawyer, and she said to me, "Now it's your turn. It's your turn." So I got thrown to the wolves, and I had to start. But that but that made me realize that we have to be prepared for all things. And I studied the process, the case.
Mhm.
So, but it was not very easy, because we have to say a few words in the beginning, and we have to address the court and the judge in a particular form, and the other colleague, the other lawyer,
Mhm.
and that formality, uh, we get used to it, but in the beginning it's really hard. And then we have a special order, and I believe I changed it. So, but then it was okay. They understood, and oh, she's starting, so it's okay. But it was nice. And then when I got out of there, I thought, wow, my first time. It was really uh, surprising. I wasn't counting. I was expecting to be with accompanying my older lawyer, but then she said, no, it's your turn. Oh,
You
okay.
think it was the best, it's the best way to learn this thing, like throwing
Yes.
baby in the pool, no?
Yeah. I
Just
think
throw.
it is. I think it is, because the if you experiment, uh, it's easier, because if you only have theory, you don't learn. So it's I think it is. I think it is. This is the right way, because if not, when is it the right way?
Mhm. Yeah, correct. I agree. And would you do?
We have spent several years studying. So if we study some more, we need the practice.
And was it different from how you were imagining it, maybe in your mind, like the practice
Yes,
itself?
yes. When I graduated, I we didn't have a lot of practical cases. So it was something new that I didn't ever experience, and we have sometimes the idea, like the American movies,
Mhm.
that it is that we are sometimes like an actress or like an actor, and it's quite different. It's not like that. So yes, maybe I thought that it would be more exciting,
Okay.
like film, but it's not. I enjoy very much being at court, but it's not similar to America. No, like an American movie. No, it is not. We have so much formality, so much things that we have to do before we can start. It's different.
So there is not that arguing, let's say, between the
No,
two parts.
no.
It's super.
No, and in America we see them um, presenting a case,
Mhm.
and they build expectations, and they prepare the jury, the judge for something. No, we don't prepare anything. We don't have an opening statements. No, we start by
It looks like a public speaking in the movies.
yes,
Something
it
like
is. Yes.
yeah.
Afterwards, they start asking questions of the people that are there, but it is not here.
Hmm.
This is not the way Portugal works.
Cool, cool, cool. So considering also these things like the first time in court or events like this, what was the events that made you more proud in your career?
Um, I have some process that made me really proud because uh, we some cases were really difficult, and especially the ones that the other part doesn't have any reason at all to start the judicial process,
Hmm.
and starts anyway. So we have to think about arguments to contest the other party. So and that is the most difficult part for me. And then when we do that and we are able to win and to to give light to the other party is it's really nice for us. So to win is especially a victory that is really really good. But I had years a couple of years ago I had a process that it was related to a client that I represented in the other office,
Hmm.
and it was related to property in Douro area. And it was a process that had everything. We had to go there with the court. We had to go there with several people that were specialized in properties, and they were always inventing new arguments, new things to bring to the process. And it was a very big one. It involved millions of euros.
Hmm.
And at the end, winning that process was amazing. It was
Cool.
an emotional process, and it was amazing.
Did you celebrate in the moment or after?
I celebrated in the moment. In the moment, this is another thing that we don't get the result
Mhm.
immediately. We will get it like 30 to 60 days after the last judicial hearing. So I celebrated in that time. And when I informed my client that we have won, he was really happy and it was amazing. Also,
Cool,
yes.
cool, cool.
I had two celebrations when I read it and when I informed my client.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I can imagine how
No,
happy you
it
would
was
be with it.
yes, and the process it took several years to be to be resolved because they weren't of course satisfied with the first decision. Then they appealed again. So it was a long process, but in the end, it all worked out for me and my client.
Mm-hmm. How important are these results that you get from your experience once you have to get a new client? Like, do they ask if you had similar cases?
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. It's quite important because the if the clients are reaching out because someone told them about you, they they probably are informed about it, or about your reputation, about your cases, about your success. But if they are not, if they know me because they saw me like on LinkedIn or on a podcast or something like that, they ask, oh, what is your experience handling these cases, these areas? What are you doing, or what are have you done? What is the percentage of success? But I always tell the potential client that I can't guarantee a win. I can give them a percentage of probability, but I don't know what is going to happen in court. So
mhm.
but yes, this is really important to the clients.
Because there are a lot of human being involved, so
Yeah.
you never
Yeah.
know the future. Yeah.
Yes. I have won and I have lost cases because of people
Mhm.
on court. They surprise us sometimes. We think that they will uh, talk about things that are going to be beneficial for the client. That's why you put them there, and then they say things that go quite the opposite route. So sometimes we get surprised by people. Thank God this hasn't happened to me a lot, but it has once
Mm.
on yeah, once it happened.
That's why talking also again about the case study and what you've done in the past is better to be specialized in one specific niche. So you have
Yeah,
people reaching out for that
yeah,
particular problem. And
yes.
what about if you have to give you an advice of you when you started, what would it be? Or an advice for beginners?
No, no, keep in this try, keep on this track. It will come out good in the end. To never give up, and I didn't. So, but it would be. But I think sometimes when we are young, we doubt each other, without ourselves. So that would be the advice. Keep
Mm-hmm.
on this track, and you will you will
It'll be
see
fine. You
that
think,
is going to end well.
you think most of the doubts are given by inexperience or what?
On my case, it's not about experience. It wasn't about experience. It was about um the law offices that I was in. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful because I'm where I am because of them, because the opportunities I was given to work in those cases and to make a name out of myself. But sometimes we think that we work so much and we don't get the compensation for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and sometimes we think, oh my God, did I study all these years for this? I hope not. Sometimes I know several lawyers that quit the profession because of this, and sometimes they try but they don't succeed. So
Mm-hmm.
and if we see these cases around us, it's really hard to sometimes it's really hard to keep focus and believing.
Because you see other colleagues that maybe are giving up. something like that.
Yeah, I saw colleagues giving up. I saw colleagues that started their own project and it failed, so they had to go again to a law office with other lawyers. I have seen it all, and I've seen cases of success, of course.
Hmm.
But yes, I've seen failures also. So.
I understand, understand. And how do you keep the motivation high even in those days where you have these bad thoughts, let's say?
Oh, right now I don't have these bad thoughts. No, I did. This is no. I had in the beginning, the early years, I had those. Right now I don't have them. Since I started my project, I can't complain. But we have to adjust our expectations. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Because I think expectations are the key to happiness. If we expect too much, and if we fail, we are really miserable. We have to have medium expectations, I think, and we have to be prepared to win and to lose. But right now, I can't complain.
Mhm. We can say that you made it, no, in your career. You are where you
Yes, I
should be.
am where, yes, yes. My decision, I started my project earlier this year, and it was the right call at the right time.
Hmm.
I really can't complain. So yes, I think right now, I am where I was aiming to be.
Hmm. And were you expecting this, or was it, I don't know, kind of?
No, I was. It was always a wish of mine to start my own project,
Mhm.
but but we but life is happening. I had two kids. They are now 6 and 10. So it was before. It was not the right time because I have to. They were really small, and now I think they are a little bit grown up. So I have a little time to, oh, I have more time to dedicate to my project. So
Mhm.
um, yeah.
So it's more about not having the time, like deciding to work on your own project. Was it about that you didn't have time, or there are many other?
I didn't have the mindset
Uh,
to start my project earlier. I think
uh,
was and maybe I was used to being at that law office, and I was okay with it. And
mhm.
then I thought, no, this is not me. I'm feeling a little bit restrained, and I need to fly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Understand totally.
Yeah.
Uh, and what are the main difference that you notice between now and before on your business
Um,
side, let's say?
yes, I have to work several hours or maybe more, but the mindset is, oh, I'm working, but I'm working late, but it's for me.
Mm,
um, Also, I can manage my schedule. So for example, if I need to go to something with my children, I will. I and I can rearrange my schedule around them. And when I was at the law offices, I could do that. I was independent, and they trusted me entirely. But we have this kind of responsibility that we think, oh, if I go there,
mm,
I'm not working this hour, and then they might think that I'm not working at all. And we have this, like I said, mindset. It's totally wrong because my work is done. I'm great at my job, but we have this kind of mindset that are not good. And then I lost it. I lost that mindset, and I thought, no, I'm at my own project. I'm I'm the manager of my own decisions, so I don't have that pressure
Uh-huh.
uh, about, oh, I'm not working because I'm here. No, no, I'm at the moment. I'm present at the moment with my children, and then I will work if I need to. I will work late. That's okay.
And was some specific events that make you decide to have your own project, or just
No,
naturally happen?
no, not a specific event. Is really about ambition and about not. I think for in my case, I don't. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to become old and not have something built that I built, and I didn't want to rely on someone else's project. It's not mine, and I wanted to make a difference in something that was mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Makes
But it wasn't a special event, a special or negative
sense.
event that made me no made me make this decision. No, it wasn't like that. I was the people that I work with, they were amazing, but that was not mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to go through a different path.
Yes.
And we didn't say it, but where are you? What are you specialized in?
Yes. And right now, I specialized in real estate law and also labor law. And I'm also specializing in AI law because I think AI, I, I think it's everyone agrees that AI is the future. So we need to be always on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a new topic, a new subject in the recent years? I guess, no, the AI law. Are they introducing new laws about this? And
Yes,
so it's still in the process of creation, no? This.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. I released it. I released an article today, talking about that, talking about the AI Act in Europe, and it's a process that is going to take 2 years tops to be implemented on the member states of the European Union. But it's going to be really restrictive for people that work with AI, especially in companies.
Mm.
So I think that companies need to be prepared for it, and they have to be prepared right now, because the laws will get will be
Mhm.
enforced, and if companies don't act like they are supposed to, they will be penalized with sanctions, really severe sanctions.
Yeah. In more specifically, what are the main problems that they could face? These your potential clients and companies in general.
The problems are the sanctions, because the sanctions are that are going to be applied are a percentage of their profits. So as the laws that are breached are really of a bigger importance,
Mm-hmm.
the more the percentage of the sanction is applied. But so this is the main problem. But for the laws that are going to be applicable, the companies need to be prepared for how they use AI, and how the AI, for example, selects the people and help them making the selection process, the evaluation process, and they have to inform all the candidates and all the workers that they use AI, and they have to ensure that the AI that is being used is not it doesn't discriminate in any way. So it's really difficult because right now AI is totally free. uh, they can use it in any way they want, and sometimes they are biased. So this is going to be all is going to be controlled.
Mm-hmm. And did you also decided to be specialized in AI because of the trend, or is also out of curiosity in general?
Yes, out of curiosity, because I use AI also, and I think it's unavoidable because AI is everywhere. So if we don't understand, if we are not prepared for the regulations that are going to be out and abiding, then we will we will have serious problems because the every company will have to comply. So right now I think that maybe they are few companies that don't use AI, even if it's something really small. I think everyone right now uses AI. I believe.
Me too. Me too for the marketing, some part of the things for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, do you have a specific focus about, like, is it a labor law, real estate, AI, or is it a mix of the things?
It's a mix. It's a mix. Right now, it's a mix. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have clients from all of from these especially these three areas.
Mm-hmm. And on the marketing side, right now, what are the main things that you're doing to attract clients or?
Right now, I try to be active on LinkedIn. I try to connect with several different people. I try to write articles that are trendy and accurate and useful for people. I have an Instagram account. I sometimes post it. This is what I'm doing. I participated also in a podcast with a Portuguese uh, comedian, and it was quite fun. This is what I'm doing to get noticed because I read a phrase in a book. I don't know where, but I said, but the statement was, it's better to be known than to be the better one. And I believe it. I believe in this phrase. So we need to get attention, so we can prove our worth. Because I know that I'm quite good as in what I do. But if I'm not well known,
Mm-hmm.
what does it? Why am I better?
Yeah, yeah. There's no, if nobody knows you, then that really makes sense. Maybe you think there are, yeah, for sure, like a lot of lawyers that maybe are keep studying and but they never do their marketing, they never
Yes,
show up in events or networking, stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's really hard for a lawyer to start thinking about marketing strategies. I felt it since I started my project. It's not easy because we are used to okay, we are used to study and to
Practice.
or yes, to practice, and then we have to think of new ideas. So we have to be uh, we have to think in other areas, and so it's not easy. So we need help.
And it's not, yeah, of course. That's one year. No, but and it's not something that they teach you in university, I guess, no?
No, it is not. No, it is not. It's in Portugal. The advertise. It's forbidden. We can't directly attract clients. So it would be uh, like an offense if we had some in our course, if we had someone teaching us how to marketing, how to.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, yeah, I can imagine. And apart from this, like since you started your career by yourself, let's say, what was the main challenges in the marketing side? Like, where do I start from? Or
Yes, where do I start? And for example, like on Instagram, I posted content, and how do I get followers? How do I reach more audience? And I'm talking about Instagram, but LinkedIn is also. We can talk about LinkedIn too, um, because we don't know how. I post some, I think, useful content. Some people interact. I get one or two followers, but I don't know how to get thousands of followers or
Mhm.
thousands of connections on LinkedIn without inviting people and being invited to. So it's not. I think it's not easy for this social media. Also, not referring to this, like Google Ads, for example. It's I think it's difficult to get a really we have to get a really objective. We have to be really objective, choosing the marketing pole that we want to get.
Otherwise, you can waste your budget and all this problem.
Yeah, then we have a budget, but if we don't use the budget in the right way, the money disappears, and we are in the same spot.
Mhm. And are you looking for reaching more people, followers on Instagram and LinkedIn? Because then maybe there will be people talking about you, so they reach out. It,
Yes.
is
Yes, I think so. It's like a new world to me. If I want more clients, of course, that is the main goal. To have more clients. So I believe if several people or if more people know me, and if they see my contents, they see my articles, then if they have a law problem, oh, I saw that lawyer, I will reach out to her.
it's like your curriculum, let's say, your experiences put it into your LinkedIn profile that talks about you, that
Yeah,
even that you existed, that
yeah,
in general, and that you are doing, that you're active. So it's super important to have a presence online for sure.
yes, yes,
Uh, Have you already had success? Have you already got clients through
yeah,
LinkedIn or Instagram?
yeah, yeah. Through LinkedIn, to Instagrams, yes. Through the podcast that I participated on, yes, yes. So that's why I believe this is the way. That if I can reach more people, then my number of clients will be more.
Hmm. Okay. And have you ever invested into paid advertisement on Meta or LinkedIn in general?
Yes, I promoted on Instagram. I promoted some of my contents. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
yet, but I didn't get the results that I was expecting. I was expecting more followers. Yeah, I had more followers, but not the number that I was expecting. They were it was not a significant amount.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can give you some recommendation. For me, it's not more about the followers, but the quality of people that then reach out to you. So there are also some specific strategy in order to have people that then reach out to you because of specific service that you offer.
Okay.
Being aligned, of course, with the Ordem dos Advogados. I
Yes.
will say hi to because they will watch this podcast. And okay. Um, So you promoted both in Instagram and Facebook. You didn't use the business manager, for example. You don't know
No,
this part.
no. On LinkedIn,
No, the on Meta, on Facebook and Instagram.
no, no. I don't have. I have my personal account on Facebook, not my professional one. I only have on Instagram and on LinkedIn. No, I didn't use business manager. I'm not that that I don't have that expertise
Mm-hmm.
yet. Of
Yeah. It takes time or can
course,
have
yes.
help.
Perfect.
Yeah. And yeah, because
But the content that I promote is a content that is useful. I don't ask for clients. I give them content, and
value.
I say, reach out if you have any doubts. Reach out to a lawyer. That's
Yeah.
the most we can do.
And are you using Instagram mainly for B2C clients and LinkedIn for companies? This is how you separate it?
No, I don't separate it. Of course, on Instagram it is for people, but on LinkedIn for people and for companies. I
Okay.
have been reached out on LinkedIn by companies and people, particularly.
Okay. 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 And talking about the client relationships, to dive in deeper into that,
Mhm.
do you have some specific tools that you use to nurture or to educate the clients in order for them to understand more about you, or yeah, to understand that maybe you are the best, you could be the best choice for them in that specific service?
Uh, uh, Tools, I don't use any tools. I talk to them and I explain them, and I talk about me and my experience, my success cases. I
Mm-hmm.
don't use any tools.
Mm-hmm. Or some value, like lead magnet, I would say, like content that you send them, like a video or a PDF or a ebook. Yeah.
No. When I'm contacted, I send. Usually, we have a first meeting, and then I prepare a presentation that I send to them. So I prepare this presentation where I introduce myself. Like I said, I speak about the success cases that I had, the experience that I have. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So it's a custom presentation that you send client by client.
Yes, it's a custom presentation. Yes.
Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Maybe we can also talk about later, but in general, that's what I do for lawyers. Uh, it's recommended. It's a strategy that I use that it works to create specific content of value. It can be a video, or it can be an ebook, or something that we could say it's standard, but where there is a big value that you can send to potential client and
Okay.
to sponsor. So you can use that as a lead magnet in order for people to know you, to receive value from you, maybe a
Mhm.
specific problem that your niche would have. Maybe on a labor law side, that you told me the other time that they always have the same question, no?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
So maybe it could be an educational content on the top X doubts or problems that people have with
Yes, yes,
that
yes, yes.
sphere. And once they download the thing, they can understand also more about you, and they know that you exist, and maybe they start following you, etc., etc.
Yes, yes.
The best thing is to make the process the fastest. So it's not that they have to follow you maybe for 1 month, but they can be sold, let's say, just from the beginning when they receive the content.
Yes, and they will remember, oh, that lawyer, I saw that.
She helped me with that,
Yeah,
so for sure she can
yeah.
help me with more. Okay. So this is a things that I introduced recently.
Okay.
I don't know if you can recommend another lawyer to come here to have a chat, a conversation. And if yes, if you could tell me a question that I want me to ask to this lawyer.
Oh, this is
But I think you maybe
this
take
is
your
something
time.
difficult. I wasn't expecting this question. I don't know.
Yeah,
uh,
I think.
I don't know. I have a few colleagues, uh, but I don't know. Like my colleagues that are still in the law office that I left. I think a good question would be, why are they still on that law office, since it is not theirs? So I know what made me leave. It was
Mhm.
like we talked about, but what is making
So
those
they,
lawyers to stay? Yeah.
yeah, it would
Uh,
be an interesting topic to dive into and to understand what's also their motivation to.
yes, yes.
Uh,
I think I understand, because I passed. I had that process, but
uh-huh.
I don't know what is in other people's mind. Um, but I don't think, if I don't know if they would be interested. I would have to ask before I give you a name.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely. We can talk about it later.
Later, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank
And
you. It was really nice talking to you.
perfect. Thank you so much.